If you're trying to change a situation in your life, this is what you have to do. And I'm coming from a spiritual aspect. This is the benefit of having practical spirituality and understanding the principles and laws that exist. If you have a situation that you don't want to experience, it's important not to just respond to it and attack it and try to control it. What you need to do is find the neutral position in it so that we can see it clearly. And this is what I mean. Energetically speaking, you have the masculine energy, you have the feminine energy. If you think about the yin and yang circle, you have that circle, you have the color black in there, you have the color white in there. But then if you notice, inside that black, you have a small circle in there that's white. And then if you notice in the white side, you have a small circle that is black. This is showing that even when things are predominantly masculine, there's still a feminine energetic component with it. And then also, if you have a dominant feminine energy situation going on, there's a masculine energy component within as well too. Now there's more components but I don't want to get into that just right now for our sake of conversation. What I want to draw your attention to is that middle part, that small little line that keeps both the masculine and feminine energies in balance. It's about the interplay. That's what I want to get you to understand. If we want to deal with situations in life, we have to tap into the interplay. See, we're too responsive to the situations before we sit back and understand what is happening. You get neutral to understand what is happening, so you can see what's going on the right, and you can see what's kind of going on the left. And then once you can see it clearly, then now you have the power to exercise your energy and your choices. But typically what we'll do is, if we got a situation on the left, and we don't want that situation to be experienced that's on the left, a lot of us spend time trying to attack it, control it, or whatever. And what we do is we manifest more of that situation than we want to have, and we keep wondering why I keep manifesting more. Well, there's an old saying that might be confusing, but you say, what you resist, you persist. What you resist is what you persist. And what is that saying? What it's saying is, if I keep addressing and attacking this situation I don't want to have, I grow it. I grow it more energetically. Why is that? Because every situation in life has its opposite association with it. Duality exists in life. You have the opposite to everything that's going on, period. So that situation that we have, that has an opposite association with that you probably want to experience. But if you're focusing on the left, on the thing that you don't want to experience, you're going to grow more of that experience that you do not want. So this is why it's important to get to the middle and to see both situations. But what you really want to experience is on the right. So this is where, picture the balance scale. What you want to do in the situation is you now want to take your attention off the left. You don't want to experience that. If you don't want to experience it, why are you putting your attention there? Shift your attention. Shift your attention to the right, because you want more of what you got going on the right side. Apply your attention, apply your resources, build relationships, all that stuff that falls on the right, to bring more weight there on that scale. As it comes down to the middle, the neutral position. The neutral position is the middle where both sides are even. The right and the left is even. What that means is I can see both sides clearly. I can see the right and I can see the left. I can see the left, I can see the right. I can see it just equally. It's equal sight. Now you have the power. You have the power to look at the left side or the right side, and now you have a choice. You can continue to try to give energy to the left side, but if you do, you're going to give more of it, and it's going to be the reality that you're going to experience. But if you don't want the left, you continue to look on the right. You already worked the right and brought it down so that way you can see everything clear, and you neutralize the activity. Now what you want to do is shift the power of the situation, and you do that by applying your attention, your energy, your resources, building relationships, etc., whatever's required to bring that focus there. So you focus everything on the right, so that way now that becomes the experience. Now what begins to happen is now you have leverage over the unfavorable situation because you have more of that energy being applied to what you want versus what you don't want. Now, does it mean it's completely eliminated? You might not be experiencing, but understand that there is still the opposite component that exists. You just reversed it. You took the law of repulsion that was operating, which was what you're resisting, you persisted. Now you took that law and converted it into a law of attraction to what you desire, you're attracting. You get what I'm saying? You see that? I know you do. So now that you've done that, you now have the power to always keep leverage over the opposite part of the situation when the scales or when the energy tries to shift. Your job is to manage the energy of it. So that way you could still be in control and could create in your life and managing your life on how you want it to flow. And this is how people really move that begins to master how to change their situations in their life. It's knowing how to alchemize situations. It's tapping into that interplay. It's knowing how to counterbalance things. So that's where, we have to really evolve to. That's why, and when you start to understand this, you become less responsive to the things you don't want in your life. You just understand, okay, there's an opposite side. Let me neutralize it. Once I neutralize it, let me reroute the energy that was focusing and feeding that to another situation. So that way I can experience what I really want instead of that. All right. And so that's how you move in power, man. That's how you begin to really have your peace. And that's how you maintain your peace and manage your peace.